Business Matters, presented by the Guamanian Magazine.
Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Don't believe me.
For the first time in 7 years, the Sandcastle is unveiling a brand new show. It's called the Zubrick, featuring master illusionists, tigers, showgirls, and acrobats. The production is just the fourth in the 26-year history of the Sandcastle, says owner Mark Baldyga.
Our first show at Sandcastle ran 13 years. American Glitz, C'est Fantastique. Then we had an ice skating show, Magic on Ice. Kind of destroyed the stage when it went up. That ran for 5 years. Then we had Dream for 7 years. So generally every 5 to 7 years, we create a new show. It's very expensive. It's over $1 million, so we try to not do it very frequently. This time we wanted to blend together the best of everything we've done over 25 years. So of course we have our star illusionists. It's kind of a signature piece of ours with the Tigers. But this time, other than the magic, there's a lot more going on that's different than what we've done before. It's much more contemporary, it's edgier, it's just kind of a different style than anything we've done before.
Baldyga says they saw a need to change along with the market. He said they began to see a different kind of tourist, and he felt it was important to cater more to their tastes.
It's a younger demographic, a lot of independent travelers, and we just thought it was time to get away from the traditional Folies Bergère and into something a little more current. So our choreographers, as I said, from Michael Jackson and Madonna, and it's just got a little different energy than what we've done before.
The stars of the show are master illusionist Chris Zubrick on the right and his partner Ryan.
The show is very contemporary. We have excellent magic, grand illusion, large grand scale illusions. We have Chinese acrobats from Hebei, beautiful showgirls, and
plenty of tiger illusions. This is one of the shows where we have, I think, 5 or 6 appearances of tigers, and one of the most impressive ones happens with the audience surrounding the illusion. And the tiger Shanti appears in a chamber filled with smoke with the audience surrounding it. So it's really impressive and gets a great reaction every night.
Ryan and Chris have been fascinated by magic since they were children growing up in the northeastern U.S.
We've both been doing magic since we've been about 5 or 6 years old, and grew up in Michigan, did a lot of magic competitions. I started working with doves very early on when I was young, and my dove act is one of my favorite parts of the show. You know, I enjoy things that require skill and things that I've taken years to hone and perfect, so that's one of my favorite parts of the show.
growing up in Michigan, seeing fireflies and catching them in a jar was the most magical thing I'd ever seen. So I'd like to translate that and bring that to the audience and invoke that childlike wonder.
For owner Baldyga, the Sandcastle show was how he got his start on Guam. He was 26 when he launched the business, and now at 54, he says they have expanded quite a bit.
When we started 25 years ago, we had Sandcastle and about 80 employees. We now have 400 team members across a half a dozen different tours and attractions. So Sandcastle's become part of Baldyga Group, but it's certainly our premier flagship, the high-end product. We constantly kind of reinvent ourselves and try to stay ahead of the curve. So in the last year and a half, for example, we've put tremendous amount of money and effort into the internet and getting direct to the consumers, these new independent travelers. So every day and every year is a new adventure, actually, and reinventing and trying to shift for the market.
Baldyga is sticking with at least one crowd favorite. The co-stars of the show are a pair of 1-year-old Bengal Tigers who apparently are keen on sharing the spotlight.
Oh.
Cara wants to get in on the interview too.
What is it like working with these animals?
It's amazing, you know, we almost take it for granted because we're around them every day, but, you know, we're constantly reminded how grand and beautiful and majestic they are, and it's just a pleasure to share the stage with them. It really is.
It's really phenomenal to watch the audience's reaction when they're literally inches away from a tiger. Now, they have no idea what they're going to see. They don't expect a tiger to appear right in front of their faces.
Or in other words, surprise, cat got your tongue? For KOM's Business Matters, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Business Matters, presented by the Guamanian Magazine.